2 criminals are given the death sentence. Before they are executed, the warden asks the first man, "What is your last request?" The man says, "Please, sir, could I see my mother one last time before I go?" The warden turns to an officer and asks him to fetch the man's mother. In the meantime, he asks the second man, "And you? Any last requests?" The man thinks for a moment, looks at the first guy, and finally answers, "Nah, just don't let that guy see his mom." My son came home from school one day and said, "Dad, I have a joke for you." I said, "Oh yes, let's hear it." Very low expectations at this point. He said, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" And I replied with the usual, "I don't know, son, why did the chicken cross the road?" He said, "To get to the idiot's house." I gave him a yuck to not crush him, thinking he still is developing a sense of humor. Anyway, he comes back again 10 minutes later and says, "Dad, I have another joke for you." I said, "Sure thing, son." He said, "Knock, knock." I said, "Who's there?" He said, "The chicken." It took me a moment to connect the 2 jokes, but I laughed genuinely. A redhead goes for a drive through the country, just enjoying the peaceful ride with her windows open. She has to stop as a shepherd is moving his flock across the road. The redhead gets out of her car to stretch and has an idea. "Hey, mister! If I can guess how many sheep you have, may I keep one?" The shepherd has hundreds of sheep and feels confident enough to agree. The redhead looks over the flock and says, 361. The shepherd is stunned that she guessed correctly, but being a man of his word, he allows her to pick out her favorite. The redhead is about to put her new pet in her car when the shepherd calls out to her, "Hey lady! If I can guess your real hair color, may I have my dog back?"